Nosotros estamos en extrema pobreza porque aquí, como le digo, no tenemos cómo levantarnos.
Mondo è grande, con internet mondo è así.
My projects are always much more enthusiastic than reality.
Exactly the same.
Oh, really?
Returns as
Chocolate has been compared to blood as a sacred substance, as a substance that's associated with the ebb and flow of life. Chocolate was initially a gift from the gods, something that was intimately connected with the literal perpetuation of the cosmic order, because sacrifice was the thing that enabled the sun to come up and to continue moving through the heavens. To this day, people exchange chocolate products in the context of rite of passage ceremonies and religious occasions. They give chocolate to friends, to lovers, to family members, and to professional colleagues, so it's seen as a kind of social glue. It brings people together.
My name is Eti. I've spent the last 58 years living in Tel Aviv without ever holding a video camera or seeing a real cacao pod.
Posible esperar aquí para ele?
I first met the cacao growers of Tzalamtun when I came to the highlands of Guatemala to see where cacao was first cultivated 3,000 years ago.
Mal.
I end up staying with Sebastian and his family. I can't help falling in love with them. The unconditional hospitality and warmth captivate me and make me feel welcome. Coming from a world where money and comfort mean so much, I am touched by the natural dignity and friendliness. Having been persecuted for generations and pushed to the most remote highlands, the Quechua Maya are the poorest group in Central American society. Living mainly on corn and beans, they spend most of their days struggling to feed themselves. The growers have a remarkable democratic cooperative and have a close-knit community life. In a world not corrupt by individual greed and an urge to accumulate possessions, they are all volunteering together to build a new room for their church. Lacking any cash economy experience, the community doesn't have the skills to sell their precious product. Without joining the global economy, they will not survive the accelerating development around them. Shrinking land reserves and the need to feed their growing families mean that within a few years they will be extinct as a community.
Está maduro, es el 100% de calidad.
Only if they start selling the world-class cacao efficiently to clients in the West have they got a chance to maintain their way of life.
Rico.
I decide to help them find a buyer for the cacao. John Scharfenberger is a charming combination of an acute businessman and a visionary philanthropist.
there's 2 or 3 species of fish.
He must be the happiest person that I know.
He makes the only decent alternative to Hershey chocolate in the US. I think he could make the perfect client for my new friend's cacao.
Oh my God.
Hey! Hey! We Westerners, we think we can do this. We cannot. We can basically ally our interests with the interests of the people down here, and by doing so, let them, take care of their own lives and improve them. They're so, normally when you bite into it, they just don't have any of that biting acidity that a lot of cacao does. So the amount of the deposit.
$200 más por cada tonelada métrica. Now he's concerned. Would you be paying for these extra costs?
I didn't look at it as a budget. I looked at it as about value.
Yeah.
I'm not sure the costs. So why don't I do this? And so you have one signed by me.
I come back to Tsalamtun to film the happy end to my story. To my dismay, I realize that nothing much has been done. From the promised 8 tons, only less than 2 have been harvested. The NGO has been long gone. The new fermentation hut has never been used for lack of training. Trying to salvage some of the deal, I explained the concept of a budget to Sebastian and asked him to prepare one. Instead, at the end of a long day, he hands me a petition addressed to John and myself, listing their children's needs for school.
Manuel?
Clinging to the habit of hands out from the state and the church, they can't see the power of money to buy them a future. I realize that it takes much more than the goodwill of a middle-aged gringa to make a little difference in this world. Once a week, Roberto, Sebastian's eldest son, makes the 2-hour journey to Cahabon, the nearest town, to check for emails. That's how we communicate now. We are working together to organize a consistent long-term agricultural and business guidance. I haven't lost faith. I'm still optimistic about helping my friends in Tsalamtun take their lives in their own hands and maybe bring about a happier ending to my film.